Hey guys, it's Kathleen, and today I'll be doing the world's worst book tag. This tag was created by Peter Wrights Books, and I was tagged to do it by Beautifully Bookish Bethany. I will link both their channels down below. I don't want to spend too much time in an intro, so let's just get into the question. The first question is, what book or series would you force your enemy to read? And I did not even hesitate before I picked this book. The book I would force my enemy, if I don't really have enemies, but if I had them, they would be reading Saying Goodbye to London by Julie Burdenshaw. This book is so inexplicably bad. I can't even describe it. It's about this boy and this girl, and the girl gets pregnant, and he's 15 and she's 16, and they don't know what they're gonna do with the baby, but they decide to keep it, and they decide they're gonna have the baby, and it's their story, and it's so bad. It's the worst written book I've ever encountered in my life. It's horrible. It was a grueling reading experience. I hated it so much. I was reading this and I was like, what publisher saw this book and was like, this is what the people need, because I just don't understand. So yeah, if you ever become my worst enemy, I will recommend this book to you because I hate it. I just do not like this book at all. The next question is, what book or series have you tried to finish many times but never been able to? And that is the Legend series by Marie Lu. As you guys know, I recently unhauled The Young Elites, and I really don't like that book. I never finished it, but this one I've always kind of meant to get back to, and I don't know why. Like, I really do want to finish it. It just never grabs me for some reason. Like, I get like halfway into it and then I just kind of give up and I go, oh, I'm gonna get to that. But years ago, as you can see up here, my parental units got me the other two books in this series for Christmas, so I was like, well, I'm gonna have to read it eventually. So yeah, that's on my eventual TBR, and hopefully I will get to it someday. The next question is, what book series has a friend recommended that you ended up loving? And for that, I have to go with The Dark Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. My copy has a stain on it, so that's fun. But yeah, my friend at work recommended this to me, and I fell in love with it. I put off reading it for so long for some reason, because I just don't get that into fantasy. I'm usually not in the mood for it, but this series I just fell in love with. It's an amazing, amazing series. I recommend it to people all the time. I've told like 10 people at work that they should read it now, so it's just passing along on this chain. But yeah, I love the series so much. I'm so happy my friend recommended it to me because it's just amazing. Next question is, what book in the last year took you the longest to read because you're lazy? And honestly, there aren't that many books that I took a super long time to read that I read for fun, but I will say the book Corinne by Madame de Stael, which I read for a class last year, and I really didn't like this book very much. It was super slow and super descriptive of like churches and things like that. Like, it very went into details, and I don't like that necessarily, so I didn't like it that much. But yeah, that book took me a while to read. I feel like most books don't take me a long time to read because I'm lazy. It's usually just because I don't like them. I didn't hate that book or anything. I just didn't really love it, so it took me a long time to read. Next question is, what book did you read fastest in the past year because it was just so good? And you guys already know what's coming, but Saints and Misfits by SKOE. I read this in less than a day. I just loved it so much. It's so good. I'm not gonna describe it because you guys have heard me talk about this book. You know I really love it, but yeah, I loved it. It was so good. I couldn't stop reading it once I got into it, so yeah, this is amazing. Next question is, clear your mind and what are the first 3 books that come to mind? And for this, I'm probably gonna go Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Twilight, and The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. I don't know why that was the book that came to mind, but we're just gonna go with it. Harry Potter, Twilight, and The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Okay, let's roll. Next question is, what's a book that you will admit to skimming because you're a cheater? And for this, I'm probably gonna have to go with another school book. I'm pretty sure I skimmed a lot of Mrs. Dalloway by Virginia Woolf. Virginia Woolf and I are just not one. We're not meant to be. We don't get along very well, so I don't love her books. So yeah, probably Mrs. Dalloway. Next is, what is an author who, if they dropped a new book tomorrow, you would immediately have to drop everything and go get? And for that, definitely Becky Albertalli. I would literally have to like put off everything and just buy her books because I love her so much. I'm so excited for Leah on the Offbeat. It's coming out in, I believe, May-ish, April, probably April, but I'm so excited. I love her writing so much. I think she's wonderful, so I really cannot wait for that book. Next is favorite book to read in bed or by the pool, and for this, like, contemporary, obviously. Not necessarily fluffy contemporary, it just has to be contemporary. Like Saints and Misfits, for instance. That's a great one, but I would read any contemporary by the pool. That's my favorite thing to do, like, just fun contemporary. It doesn't have to be super cutesy and romancy, but just contemporary in general, yeah. Definitely that. Next, we have, what book would you give to your best friend and force him to read because it's just so good? And for that, you guys are gonna laugh, but Saints and Misfits by SKOE because I love it so much. It's so good. And I don't think my best friend has read this. Emily, if you're watching this, Let me know if you've read this because I'll lend you a copy when you're home. But anyway, it's so good and I love it. And pretty much any books that fall under like my top 5, which this might be on the list, I'm not totally sure yet, but I think other of my top 5s, which is Anne of Green Gables, Harry Potter, Pride and Prejudice, I'll Give You the Sun, and I've never really been sure what the 5th spot is. But any of those probably I would force my best friends to read, but like I don't think to share this one. So yeah, Saints and Misfits again. I would like to tag Hardback Haven, Sylvia K, and Gabby Arno. If you guys want to do this tag, please do it and let me know if you do. I would love to watch. As well, if you're out there and you're seeing this tag and you're like, this is super cool, I want to do it, you should do it. And let me know if you do. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe on your way out if you're new here. I upload videos every Tuesday and Friday with occasional bonus uploads throughout the week. If you would like to follow me on any of my social medias, the links will all be in the description. But in the meantime, I will see you guys next time.